Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to do a Patreon request from this patrono right here. The same patrono that requested Undrask for the first time ever. You remember the name of the song?
Long Hammer.
How can you forget? That same patrono requested us to check out their latest video, their latest song, The Thing in the Pit. Alright, The Thing in the Pit is not me.
Yeah.
Maybe the cougar that I've been seeing in the mosh pit lately at shows here in Toronto. She's fierce. Stay away from the cougars, folks.
Yeah, the Toronto Cougar.
Oh, man, she's on the prowl. She's on the prowl. And she snatched a baby deer.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Totally snatched in her claws. At Cannibal Corpse, of all places.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Imagine one day, you're at your wedding, and you're telling the story of how you met. Cannibal Corpse mosh pit.
You told me this.
That's where we met.
Yeah.
That's where we made out for the first time. Wow.
Yeah, I was asking you back on the Undrask thing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
The song Long Hammer, even though I would go probably a year without listening to it, I could probably just sing the chorus off the top of my head right away.
I still have that CD in my car. And I barely ever carry CDs in my car.
The thing is, that song has such a replayability factor to it, but not only that, I for example, I haven't heard that song in probably a good 5 months, 6 months, but yeah, I still remember the chorus of that song and everything, and I still love it. So I was asking you, hey,
last month you were asking me about the band.
Yeah, last month I asked you because it came back into my head, and I'm like, whatever happened to these fucking guys? And you're like, life. But I'm guessing
people get married, they have kids, they gotta pay the bills.
But life brought them back together.
Apparently so. You know, it is what it is, and we're here to check it out.
I'm happy about this.
Me too. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. One of those. Wow. By the way, Other Realm Called, they won their deer head back. Just want to say that.
I feel like I was watching Deadliest Warrior, the Lumberjack versus the Maori Warrior.
I was going to say one of the Usos was there.
That's not Uso.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, he was doing the Haka dance, but I don't know if that
the
was
Usos
the
do that. The Usos do that
Yeah,
too.
it's true. It could be one of the.
They're all part of their same extended family, I guess.
No.
Okay, whatever.
But it's still like
an Uso.
Could have been an Uso.
I don't know. Us. Anyways, it's the battle between the colonial forces of white European soldiers and the natives to whatever land those colonials went into, spreading their religious beliefs and whatever else. Diseases, yes, that exterminated most of the native populations of the areas that they moved to. And when that didn't do the job, then, they just did their own thing, which we all know how that ended up. Anyhow, what do you want to go with first?
The fact that they delivered.
I kind of went in expecting Longhammer Part 2, Dos, the Redux. That's kind of what I went expecting. I got a more mature Undrask here.
Yeah, but the thing
they went from being like, Other Realm B, or, you know what I mean? Like, to Beyond Creation B. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it was...
It's not a diss, by the way. I don't mean this as a diss at all. I know it sounds like it, but...
For me, it was more of like, obviously they haven't put out anything
in ages.
In ages. I mean, Winter Sun time that it's been. So obviously when you put out a record after, or put out even a single after so much time, there's a big bar for whoever's listening to you.
It was time to deliver something.
Yeah. And there was a big bar that they had to meet. In my opinion, they did meet it in a different way. I felt people probably were thinking of the old Undrask coming back, but like you said, this feels like a more mature Undrask, where they're now more of a mixture of that Beyond Creation sound with their old sound, and then a little bit of Other Realm. They're kind of like a perfect little sandwich like that, and I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoyed the technical guitar stuff. The vocals I have always...
Oh, dude, that guitar solo with the bass behind it?
I mean, the bass in general, because the bass at the start was the
focal point. But at that point specifically, with the guitar solo with the bass, that was fucking magnificent. The bass itself
was very, very audible in the song, and I enjoyed that because I always like to hear bass. Not overly bassy, but I do like...
And the song had incredible... It wasn't super technical, but it had technical undertones.
It had technical undertones, but it still had the drive of old Undrask.
Yes,
the driving sound. And the
vocals to match it.
And the vocals, too. I mean, I love his voice. His voice was one of the first harsh vocal voices I really got into, just because he's able to do it very fast, but I'm also I'm able to understand him. Like, his harsh vocals are not too harsh to the point where I can understand this word. No, it's perfect.
I agree. Like, there's other vocalists out there that do it super fast and with heaviness to it. Archspire is a perfect example of that. But there's other bands. Inferi is another good example of that. But it's so heavy and it's so fast that you have absolutely zero clue about what's being said. Unless you have the lyric sheet in front of you, even then it's hard to follow.
I fell in love with it, especially in Longhammer. Longhammer, he does some fast parts, and those fast parts I'm able to really pick up with. But it's such a more matured sound now. Because way more mature sound. The Undrask from...
Plus with the symphonic elements that the track has too, you can't forget about that.
And the more darker tone. Because I feel like the old Undrask was just heavy power metal.
Yeah, to a certain extent, I can see that.
It was power metal with harsh vocals and more melodic senses to it, and have that obviously the death metal like vocals and stuff like that. But it was very power metal based when it comes to the structure of the song and the
mood
and the melody and the mood and everything.
This
feels more mature. It still has that sound that they had previously, the drive and everything, but it's more technical now. It has more of a darker side to it, but with still those vocals that keep you in.
And the symphonic elements create a little bit of an epic vibe to the song. It makes the song feel bigger.
I thought I was waiting for who won.
And we don't know. Well, we all know who won in real life.
In real life, but I want to know who won
in this video.
Yeah, it's like Deadliest Warrior. It's like Well,
I just want to know where the guy got the fire, because he walked in there like falling
with
all
no
over
fire,
the place.
yeah,
with
and
no
you're supposed to. I want to know where the fuck he got his stick in the fire.
I don't know. I have no clue. Anyhow, one of those stories that we'll never find out. But anyhow, I love the fact that the symphonic elements create volume to the song. They make the song feel bigger, but it's not one of those songs or bands that use the symphonic elements to create volume to make the song bigger and more epic, but then there's nothing inside, everything is hollow. No, because of the more technical side that the song puts forward, and it's not overly technical. I mean, this is not technical death metal. It's not overly technical, but you could see the more technical approach to the sound. You hear it in the bass, you see it in the guitar solo, you see it in some of the compositions. Definitely a little bit more technical than for sure, way more technical than Longhammer. And I felt like those elements filled in the space perfectly. They filled in perfectly all the room that was available, that was created by the symphonic elements around it. I just felt like the solo came a little bit late. It needed to come a little smidge short. That vocal bridge that happens, that leads into the solo, didn't need it to be there. The solo could have came a little bit earlier, because the song kind of felt like it was brewing to that solo moment, and then the solo got slightly delayed. That's my only slight beef, and it's not even a beef. It's more like a chicken finger. You know what I mean? A nugget. So the song is magnificent. Really, for a band that hasn't put out any material for eons,
this is the way to come back.
This is the way to come back, because it sounds more mature. The mixing,
you still have,
the production behind it is really good.
It's really good, but you also still have that little DNA that you had in your past.
Specifically with the vocals. The vocals are pretty much the same as before.
Obviously, but I feel like some of the picking up points where it got faster and faster, I feel like that also kind of reminded me of old Undrask.
But it feels more together. It feels more mature. It doesn't feel like something. The other one feels more serious.
The other one felt like a bunch of teenagers wanted to make their thing.
Perfectly
this one feels like,
we're a band. We want to do something.
Yeah, that one is more of like
having fun.
Yeah, having fun, but still really
the
good.
whole album. Not just we're piggyback off of Longhammer, because that's a song we've done on the channel. Perhaps some of you watched that video, but that whole album has that vibe of just a bunch of dudes trying to make music that they listen to, that they like.
But it wasn't,
and it wasn't bad.
It was
it was really good.
It was really good. It's just that they never did anything else after that. So to come back, you want to come back not with that. You're no longer those kids, right? You're no longer.
I know, but if you look at other bands like Other Almas, let's use them because these guys stole their horns, their deer head. If you look at Other Realm now with the latest record that they have, the Redneck Vikings, and you look at the previous material, it's two different bands. They've evolved and they've grown. And I think if they were to release a song now that would be Longhammer version 2.0, I think it would be kind of disappointing, because it means that during this period of time, there's been no evolution in their sound. It means that they haven't picked up anything.
It's not only that. It's not only that. Is you guys are no longer those kids who made that, right? Now it's
that's true.
It's
too.
not like
that's
record from record. It's record from record, but it's such a long period of time. There must have been something going on.
I told you, marriage, kids, all this
exactly. So you're no longer those kids now. You
have kids now.
You have kids now, and you guys are more mature now. So your sound is now based off of what you are now. Your sound in the past is based off of who you were in the past. But now you're doing.
But it's not like there's a clear cut. There's still some sort of a continuation.
Yes, there's still some DNA in there.
But you can't argue against the fact that this is a way better song than anything they've done before.
Yeah.
In all honesty, in all honesty,
even though I will admit, Longhammer.
I love that song,
will always
and
be stuck
that
in my
album,
head.
like I said, the CD, because the guys were kind enough to send me the CD, and they sent us some T-shirts at the time. They don't fit anymore.
They were one of the first.
It was one of the first to send them some stuff. They don't fit anymore because obviously. We got a little bit bigger sideways. COVID weight, yeah. But the CD's still in my car. It's still sitting in my car, so it's still there. So I gotta say, this is a much better track than anything they released before. It's more mature. The production is better. It's better put together. It has more a sense of purpose. It doesn't feel as immature. To go with mature, it doesn't feel as immature. It feels better together as a song. There's more a sense of purpose. There's more of a thought process put into it. The symphonic elements help a lot. The more technical side that they showed on this song, I think it fits them perfectly. I think they were scratching the surface with previous music that they did. Once again, younger, just having a good time. Now, the experiences that you take, the influences that you take. Because as you get older, you also start listening to other music that perhaps you didn't listen to when you were younger, and you pick up other influences. But this is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best song that they've ever released. And I don't think you can say that other songs maybe are catchy or hooky or funny or whatever.
But when it comes to
technicality, to the way you perform, to the way you play it, the way you organize the song, the way you put it together, songwriting, this is their best song.
And this was what a way to come back.
100%. 100%. That's all I gotta say. And I feel like I said a lot.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, I think we're done.
Yeah.
Thank you to the Patrono. This Patrono, eh?
Yeah, man.
This dude loves Undrask.
Hey, we love Undrask.
I know, but this guy's a massive simp when it comes to Undrask. I'm sure
you know Undrask had simps.
Oh, everybody has theirs. I'm sure we have ours too. We just don't know about it. Everybody's got one at least.
At least one.
At least one. All right. On that note, thank you, Mr. Patrono. And I know this dude. He's a great dude. Last time I went to Texas, we went out for food.
Oh.
Yeah, we went out. He brought his daughter. We went to, I think it was a Tex-Mex place, if I remember correctly. I think I had some nachos. That was back when I wasn't lactose intolerant. So no shits afterwards. Anyhow, I hope to see you in Texas next time I visit. Keep it. By the way, his name is Pickle Rick.
Ah.
Pickle Rick, bitch. So anyhow, Pickle Rick, we love you. You're one of the boys. Right here. You have a place right here.
Right on the titty.
Yeah, right on the nipple. The nipple is vacant. It's all for you. Thank you for requesting this. This is getting weird.
Yeah.
Thank you for requesting this, and thank you for pointing us in this direction. And thank you to the boys from Undrask for doing a great video, a great song, and welcome back. Welcome back to the real world.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining the... Is it 21st century? Are we still in the 21st?
I don't know.
22nd century?
I don't know.
Whatever century we're in, I'm not sure. All right, on that note, guys, we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.